What's up, folks? Welcome to another episode of Watching Paint Dry here on Another Letdown. My name is Zach. I'm from Another Letdown Media and the This Is Difficult video game podcast. This is the show where I hang out with my friends at the end of a long week, probably after we should have gone to bed, and work on some of the ridiculous backlog of miniatures that we have to build and paint. We've amassed many over the years, and although it's said that if a miniatures painter ever runs out of minis, they will die, we still like to get to work on them every now and again. Joining me on the line are my intrepid co-hosts. We have Mike, aka Broody Gambit. How's it going, dude?
It's going great. Glad to be here.
And back once again, we have Adam. Now, Adam's doing something a little bit different today. Adam, how's it going?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm well. We had a great Arkham Horror game day today, and I'll talk about that in a minute. But
awesome.
Yeah, tell us what you're doing today.
I'm assembling because I've not found all my paint stuff yet. So I'm gonna be building some stuff.
All right. And I see we got Captain Kirk in the chat. I also have to announce at the very beginning, we are still, as per the entire month of September, raising money for Embrace Kids Foundation. Anybody who donates $5 or more, increments of $5 today, will be entered into a prize drawing at the end of the stream. And then I will, of course, contact the winners as well. To win...
What's the prize?
The prize is a Vallejo Paint Night kit. I have it out in my car, and I can't be arsed to go get it. But basically, it's a box of, it's like a learn to paint kit from Vallejo, and it's a Dungeons & Dragons mini. It's really cool. It's like a troll really awesome thing. Yeah, it's pretty dope. Furnished by Collectibles Unlimited in Concord, New Hampshire. Big shout out to Mike for letting me gank a couple of those. And did I figure out the thing that I was going to figure out to tell Kirk? No? Oh, did I figure out how... no, not yet. I know what you're talking about. No, I have not. I was at the store all day and did not have a chance to deal with that. So, yeah, while Adam assembles things, I'm painting Deathstroke from Batman Gotham City Chronicles tonight. And, Broody, you've got something kind of cool up your sleeve, too, don't you?
I do. I have... Let me get it on camera. Darkwing Duck that I 3D printed myself.
Yeah!
In my resin printer.
That's so cool.
I will say about the sculpt, he's wearing boots. He's not like the classic Disney bottomless and with actual duck feet.
Okay. So not perfect,
but other than that, the sculpture looks outstanding.
That is so cool. I'm mega jealous of that mini. He is the terror that flaps in the night.
I need to send you that. I need to send you that model. Remind me to do that later.
Will do. Hey, Adam, send me that model.
Okay, good job.
I mean, technically later.
No. All right. We're probably gonna start with Cyclops.
Yeah, good place to start. Fun mini.
Storm.
Get myself organized here.
My snips are not as sharp as they should be, so sometimes it's better to just break them. But
yeah, I've got the same problem. I need a new pair of clippers.
But that's why I have the knife, is to shave off
my
bits.
My brother got me a really nice file set.
Mm-hmm.
That I'm very fond of. That's what I do that with.
Yeah, I've decided I'm not gonna magnetize Cyclops' head.
Okay. Which head are you gonna go with then?
I'm going with the one with the hair because he has never had this costume with the top sleeve on.
That is a good point. Yeah, I think you're right.
He's had similar costumes, and I could mod it to be one of those costumes. But this is like the 90s costume that I like anyway.
Right. Especially considering what we're doing with Oggs. It's all 90s X-Men stuff.
Yeah.
So we played Arkham Horror at the store today. First time in person since a long time. And we kicked the tar out of the Elder God.
Which one?
Nyogtha. It's from the Innsmouth Horror expansion. And Alex and I had, like, we did a little bit of pre-planning, which is not something we normally do, but we're like, first time back, we need to think our way through this. So we talked after Gear Up the other day for a few minutes about it. And we came to the conclusion that fighting the Elder God was A, probably going to happen, and B, probably our best bet. But we came pretty close. Like, we had everything sort of under control in terms of, like, gate sealing and stuff like that. And then we got, like, one turn behind, and the clock ran out on us. And we're like, okay, so now we're going to fight. And we had the investigator in play that was like, anybody can use her clues. And she also had, like, double clue gathering. So anytime she picked one up, she picked up two. So we were like, okay, Patrice burns all her clues and gives them to Sammy, who was just playing our gunner. And he did like 20 points of damage out of 72 on his first action. Or rather, he was rolling 20 dice. That was a big mistake on my part. I'm sorry. But he did a boatload of damage. He hit like an absolute truck. And then he survived the attack, which gave him another shot. And we did wheedle her down, or wheedle it down. I don't know what this gender is.
Congrats! This sounds awesome.
It was a heck of a game. And
I played Mansions of Madness last night with Ness.
And so did we.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what we played on stream last night.
Oh, yeah, we did the first scenario.
Oh, I love that one. I've played it so many times, but it's so much fun.
Yeah, we got down to it was great because we had two people wounded.
Yeah.
One of which was Faye, who was playing the orphan.
I love Wendy Adams. She's one of my favorite characters.
Yeah, and I was playing the priest. And
Father Mateo.
Yeah. And me and Ness were in, and we shut down the ritual.
Yeah.
And got the materials, and Ness I did the last one. Ness went and fought some guys, but then I ran to Ness, gave it to her, and then she ran and got caught by the monsters and couldn't get past. So gave it to, he's like, here, Wendy, take it. And then Wendy like slipped out from underneath them and ran out.
That's what she does.
It was so fun because it was like, go, don't come back for me.
Yep. Oh god, I love that. I love that game so much. And that first scenario, like a lot of first scenarios in Arkham Horror, and Mike, you can attest to this just as much as anybody. The Arkham Horror card game especially, like I've played Night of the Zealot so many times and it's always exactly the same. Or like there's, a couple of outcomes. Where Mansions of Madness, you could play that intro scenario a dozen times and it'd be different every time.
It helps that it gives you different starting items, that it doesn't
like
load you in. But also, so Ness found the urn and set the ghost free.
Oh.
And she just did not care. Like, the ghost just kept trying to attack her and like do horror for her, and she just like kept rolling like all successes.
Nice.
And just like, yep, I absolutely do not care about this ghost.
That's so cool. Yeah, Mansions, all the Arkham Horror Files games are terrific. I love them so much. But yeah, no, we played the dirigible scenario from the Horrific Journeys expansion last night, and everything, so we thought everything was going really well. And we got to the 2-hour mark in the stream, and we're like, well, we have a suspect that we're pretty sure is the murderer. Chat, it's your call. And chat said, yeah, let's accuse him. Let's point the finger. And chat was wrong. And then we had to race for it, and we failed. But it was awesome. It was such a cool...
Yeah, it's a fun game. It's really narrative.
Yeah. And we found a way to capture the app on the stream as well. So I can... Like, honestly, the best case scenario is if we have 5 players plus me, and I can just sit there and narrate the app. and then run cameras on the stream. But like, obviously, I totally don't mind playing either.
Yeah.
And tomorrow,
The only thing that I wish is that there was a way to make custom scenarios with it.
Yeah, because it seems like, I mean, they haven't done any support for it in a while. And it's like, please don't stop supporting this game. Like, it's so good.
Yeah. And also, like, I would really like... I think that would be a great system for Resident Evil.
Right?
But...
They did Lord of the Rings with it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it's... like,
That's
fine.
bizarre.
Yeah, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
Just because you have a license doesn't mean you have to use it on every single game.
Right. Fantasy Flight is really aggressive about that. They love licensed product, and they love keeping those licenses.
Yeah, but like there's a billion things you can do that aren't that.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, even Unfathomable, right? The new Arkham Horror Files game is just a reskin of Battlestar Galactica.
That sucks.
Yeah. I still think I'm still fairly confident that it'll sell, but... Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I should do this. For anybody looking for the donation link for our charity fundraiser, it is now in the chat. Because I'm a big damn dummy and didn't put it there to begin with. Raising money for Embrace Kids Foundation. They are awesome. Helping families who are struggling with the ever-increasing costs of pediatric oncology treatment and the related expenses. Donate over the course of this stream $5 or more, and you will be entered into a prize drawing for a Vallejo paint kit, a little paint night kit. Sort of a learn to play or learn to paint product. Everything you need to get started.
You should put are you using OBS?
Yeah.
You should put just like some text up on the screen in that empty green space.
Yeah, you're right. I
mentioned.
should. That is a good idea. I will do that.
So that people like if people just pop in.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? I wonder if Libby ever got... Oh, I have to minimize Discord to do that. I'm not going to do that right now.
Like maybe say like fundraising giveaway for Embrace Kids Foundation.
Yeah. This is it.
What is this? Is this supposed to be like a Sentinel piece or?
Yeah. It's a bit of a Sentinel.
Okay.
There we go.
Yeah, I would I'd kill for the STLs of that thing that you popped in the Discord. That
Or the Night Summons or whatever.
the like the Sentinel in the mall.
Yeah, that was super cool.
Yeah, that's exactly animated series Sentinel.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm having to make a judgment call here. Since they designed him with pants, I'm just going to do the purple, like the matching top and bottom, like suit pants.
Yeah, that's probably what I would do. Blue one.
No, that's not. There we go. Got it up on the screen now.
Nice.
I'll have to find places to put that in the other overlays too, but you're right, that's absolutely... I intended to do that, but the campaign manager said she was going to do like proper overlays and stuff, and I don't know that she ever did.
Yeah, I'm
But
sure.
I also know Libby's an incredibly busy person, and
Yeah.
always coordinating cool stuff like this. I believe she's actually like a professional Twitch manager. Like I think that's what she does.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I don't know that that's even
So I was,
hearing to that.
I'll be honest, quite honored when she asked me to participate in this. It's a charity organization that her dad, before he passed, did a lot of work with, and I was very fond of the work that her dad did, the research and stuff. He was an oncologist himself.
That's very cool.
Yeah. Ironically, he died of cancer. Hey, RPD.
What's up, man?
It contains a set of paints and a miniature of, I believe, a troll. It's by WizKids and Vallejo. And it's a pre-primed mini. It's ready to paint right out of the box. Pretty cool little kit.
So, I did this little guy earlier today.
I love him! Herman's
That's
one of my
so
favorite characters in Turtles.
And I also did this.
That's Cassandra Nova with hair.
Yeah, I modded her to become Blink.
Nice!
Nice.
So I added a portal underneath it with green stuff and added hair with green stuff. And then I obviously did pink skin and then various shades of green for the costume.
Very cool.
Oh, Cult of Gloom is here. Hey, Brian. How you doing? Cult of Gloom is here under a new alias. Let me in! And we got Gloom Cult with the follow. Thank you, sir. I'll do. Actually, let's do it like that. That should be fine. Just reordering, so, oh, it is kombucha time. Hold on. drinking Lavender Love today from GT's Kombucha. Not a sponsor. And they give me the hiccups. But Dave, let's talk. I want that kombucha sponsorship.
There we go. We have Cyclops.
Yeah! There's our boy. God, he looks
Awesome.
good. Well, hi, Cyclops.
I'm pretty close here to. I think that
What was that?
have the whole team of the giant size X-Men.
Oh, nice.
I won't have all giant size X-Men, but the team shortly after that.
Right.
So I won't have like Banshee, Sunfire, Thunderbird, but what I consider the prime team of X-Men, I will have all of those.
Yeah.
Oh no, Nightcrawler I don't have.
Well, we got to fix that problem. Like,
Yeah.
those of us with
Nightcrawler.
3D printers need to rectify the lack of Nightcrawler.
I'm trying to figure out which is going to be the best one to do. Because
Yeah.
I have a few of them.
Yeah, I was gonna say I have a couple also, and I'm just like,
He's not like Kitty. You can't like have him just standing there.
right. Hey, Brian Jewett with the $20 donation. Thank you, sir. That
Yeah.
is several entries into the prize drawing tonight. Four entries in the prize
Since
drawing
they
tonight.
made him wear boots instead of just being all of those
Oh, that's disappointing.
I used a leather brown that's kind of at least not out there, but looks somewhat like normal boots, but still kind of almost the same color.
Yeah.
A little bar yellow.
Yeah.
Adam, did you happen to see what my animation is for a donation?
No, I didn't.
It's Mega Man X doing the like woohoo thing with the sparkle,
Um,
and it plays the victory music.
Oh, cool. I have the stream muted, so
Yeah, of course.
I can see what you guys do, but I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't know how they put out Cassandra Nova and not Nightcrawler.
I couldn't believe it. Made me so angry. So
This
angry.
is the Nightcrawler I've got.
Yeah,
That's
see, that's
pretty rad.
dope.
Is that a Night Models one?
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
when
yeah.
they still had the license for Marvel.
Yeah.
So it's like I've got a couple of X-Men in, like I had their X-Men starter set, which was like Rogue, Colossus, Wolverine, and Cyclops. And then I bought Nightcrawler and Gambit.
Cool. I do have I have a few really good Gambit ones, so I'm trying to decide what to print for that. And I have a really, really good Rogue one.
Nice. Well, we
So-
signed the closing paperwork on Tuesday for the house, so I will be printing up a storm probably in about a month,
Nice.
I would say.
I meant to get it set up this weekend, but it was just not happening.
Yeah. Well, you've had
Trying to
a
get
pretty busy end of the week.
yeah.
I'm glad your kids are feeling better, though.
Thank you.
Right on, Brian, right on. We do appreciate it. I think that's part of why I did the Mega Man X animation. Is that is a pose in the games that always makes me smile, like every single time. And once Josh beat the game, I was like, oh my god,
That was a really awesome.
unbelievably clean, like so
Yeah.
good.
He just got into like fugue state on it.
Yeah. For those wondering what we're talking about, oh, you missed the Mega Man pose. All right. for those wondering what we're talking about, our friend Lord Yeshua beat Mega Man X on stream the other day, which is some like, as much as I love that game, the ending bits I often struggle with because I'll like have forgotten to pick something up or something. But he just had an absolutely clean run. It was really impressive.
Yeah, it was his first time, and he was getting really discouraged because it's a 3-phase boss, and he had gotten to the end phase a number of times and just not done well. I don't think he had gotten past like half health.
Yeah.
And he was really struggling and was like, okay, yeah, this is it for the night. This is my last run.
Yeah. It feels good, man. When you get Sigma, though, it feels good.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's definitely a reason that MMX1 is one of my top 3 Mega Man games. Full stop.
I do love it.
I think my top 3 are Mega Man 2, Mega Man 02, X1.
I like Mega Man. Mega Man X is one of my all-time favorite games, period. If not my favorite. It's up there. Chrono Trigger is probably my favorite, but
yeah.
I also really like Mega Man 5 on Game Boy.
Yep.
Whoa.
I'm getting there, Kirk. Hold tight.
Oh, sorry. Deathstroke is an assassin in DC.
He sure is.
He's a mercenary.
The best.
Yeah. He is, I think, inarguably the best combatant in the DC universe.
I would agree with that. The best, single one-on-one combatant.
There are cases to be made for Lady Shiva also, but
yeah, I suppose that's true.
But I think that Deathstroke is canonically the best combatant in DC.
Yeah, I believe he debuted in Teen Titans in the Lazarus Contract.
New Teen Titans number 2, I believe.
Was it number 2? Was it that early?
Yeah.
I know it was New Teen Titans, but
the problem is he's also very
Yep, you're right.
He suffers from the same problem as Batman, as he's as awesome as the plot demands him to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there are times when he single-handedly takes on the Justice League, no joke, and just completely wrecks face. And a lot of the other times where he loses to a bunch of teenagers.
Yep, it's true.
It's true. Yeah, I think of Identity Crisis, and he does take on all of the Justice League in that, but they do take him down.
Right.
That's about the level that I think that he's good at.
Okay, Cult of Gloom is asking Deathstroke versus Taskmaster. I think Deathstroke takes it.
That's hard to say.
That's a tough fight. Really tough fight, but I think Deathstroke has it. Because he is an assassin. He's an assassin first.
It also depends on which Taskmaster, because Taskmaster has been all over the place, and he's a freaking jobber now.
Yeah, I know, which sucks. I hate that.
It's pathetic.
How does Deathstroke be by being Deathstroke? Honestly, Kirk, you have to read Deathstroke. He's a really, really interesting character.
He's very much evil Batman. He even has an Alfred.
He sure does. And Manu Bennett rocks him in Arrow.
Yeah.
Yes.
Manu Bennett also a really cool guy.
He also is not. He's only capitalist evil.
Right.
The moment he's not getting paid for something, he's like, I don't care.
Yeah.
So So there was a scene in like a later Teen Titans book, I believe, that he was just like, "Yeah, I'm gonna sit down and have pancakes with Beast Boy after this." Like,
Yep. Yeah, totally happened. Totally a thing that happened.
because he's like, "Yeah, I'm not hired to kill you right now, so I really don't care."
Mm-hmm. And like in Arrow, he was, Oliver's buddy in a lot of cases. Until he wasn't.
Oof, Storm has some tiny arms.
Yeah.
She sure does.
The Storm model was a real pain to put together.
So I'm going to see Shang-Chi on Monday.
Cool.
Yeah.
Did that
Cautiously
fun.
optimistic about it.
It looks fine.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like what's her face. She's kind of annoying, but
Awkwafina? God, I hate her.
Yeah.
It's like, get out of your own way, would you please?
I haven't really seen any reviews of it though either.
What I've seen so far have been positive. But I haven't seen many.
I have seen like the requisite like puff pieces of like it's good because Asians, and you're like
That's not the point here, okay.
that's just as racist as saying it's bad because Asians. Please
Right?
stop.
But like you and I were talking about it the other day, All Hail the King was one of the best Marvel one-shots they did.
Yeah.
And I'm interested to see some resolution on that story too.
Yeah, if they actually give it to us, then
I mean, Trevor Slattery's in it. So,
I thought he died though in All Hail the King.
no. He was captured at the end.
They led me to believe that he was shot because he had the gun in the camera.
Oh, right. It wasn't... I just watched it the other day. And I'm totally drawing a blank right now.
Oh boy, this cape.
Yeah.
Dude, the
Really
cape
tricky.
is so annoying. It's almost as annoying as
Wait till
Doctor
you have to
Strange.
like get her balanced into lightning.
Oh, yeah. You gotta... Good luck finding those pins. Something, the 10 rings of faith. 10 rings.
It looks like it's still not like real Mandarin.
Yeah, I know. But how do you do real
But, like-
Mandarin in this cult, like today's climate?
Well, I think that you still could. Like, I mean,
I do too.
you do him exactly the way you're doing, only he doesn't have like some extendo ring thing. He has alien technology rings on his fingers.
Yeah,
There you go. Like that's you're done.
yeah,
Still make him Shang-Chi's father. You can still, whatever they're doing with that.
yeah.
I think you could do it, but reading those initial appearances of Mandarin, it's shocking how good of a villain he is.
He was
Like-
such a good villain.
Yeah, I really discounted him. I was like, oh yeah, whatever. I don't really care. He's the Iron Man guy.
Yeah, I have some early Iron Man issues with Mandarin, and God, he was creepy.
But he's the best villain of the era, I would
Oh,
say. Like,
Oh yeah,
other than maybe Doc Ock. That's
sure. God, Marvel had some amazing villains in the Silver Age. Like, holy crap.
yeah.
And they've all been watered down, except like one, and I would say that's Purple Man.
Has Doc Ock been watered down too?
Yeah. But if compared to what he was, yeah.
I was about to say Superior Spider-Man.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah, I did read
Yeah.
Superior Spider-Man. I don't know. I really liked Superior Spider-Man though.
I mean, I'm not saying I didn't like it. I just was like, this is not what I want out of my Doc Ock. It's literally exactly the same feeling that I have toward Arkham Horror 3rd Edition. It's like, this is a good game. It's not what I want, but it's a good game. All right, I think I got.
Here's the question.
Go ahead.
When I get to Storm, should I paint her costume black or should I do like the silver?
Broody and I struggled with that too. Mike, you went black?
I think I did end up going black. Let me check.
Like canonically, this costume is black.
Right.
Yes, I ended up doing black.
Yeah.
Oh crap! Don't drop your minis, especially not when they're drying.
Right.
Okay. All right. Got Storm mostly together there. Let's see about this lightning stuff. All right. So this just goes right in the center then. Okay.
Yeah, Arkham Horror 3rd Edition is a terrific game, Brian. It's so good. But it's not the way I want to play Arkham Horror. I think it just force feeds you, or it force feeds me a little bit too much of the story. A lot of the things that I would fill in the gaps on myself. And yeah, co-op games are absolutely my jam. You know that. Both of you guys know that too. Co-ops or light competitive? Things like Fate of the Elder Gods.
This goes.
Brian, you just ping me on Discord at some point when I'm idle, which is very, very rare. But let me know, and we will get a team together to play Fate of the Elder Gods on TTS. It is so good, and I'm so proud of the way that Chmali and Greg and I put that mod together. And coming soon, we have the Agents of Arkham expansion going into it. Because Daryl gave us the files for it. Chmali is very good at TTS mods.
Okay, so it goes like that.
Oh yeah, those things are a pain.
Yeah, I mean, so far Magneto is still the hardest.
See, I didn't have much trouble with him.
Really? Doctor Strange was pretty rough.
Doctor Strange was stupid. Went
Balancing
together
him
easily,
on
but balancing him on that
freaking-
stupid ring was like, what the
Yeah.
fart were they thinking?
And then Groot, I had a little bit of trouble with just because he was not sticking to the because he has 3 points of contact that it's hard to get.
Right. Since we're talking about rough minis, now is a good time to remember Thug with Gun. Oh, Thug with Gun.
Let's let that dry a sec.
Alright, I gotta make a decision with Deathstroke here. Am I going classic Teen Titans blue, or am I sticking with the black? Because I gotta admit, the black looks freaking dope.
I would kind of like what I'm going to do with mine is kind of a mixture.
Okay.
I'm going to go like with the cartoon,
Okay.
where the mask is black, but he has blue in the costume.
The blue in the costume. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because that's really the Deathstroke I'm most familiar with. The DC universe to me is the animated universe.
Okay, fair.
So like that, but that's for me. That's
Yeah.
certainly not everyone.
RPD says blue.
I would say blue.
Okay. All right. So I gotta find a dull blue here. Either that or mix
Yeah,
it with
I mean that
some Corvus
chainmail
black.
really like sets the design off, I think.
Yeah. I don't think that Cantor blue is going to be quite dark enough. Let me see what the app says. Darker than that. That's too green. Okay. How'd the Guys in Wonderland game going? There's still one more session to run because we are moving to the new house, which will be closer to where my student and her family live. My coworker is her mother, and whatnot. And my niece is the other player, so she can be around anytime. We're just waiting until we can do that last session in person because we didn't do any of it in person, and I felt kind of bad about that. But there are exciting things in the works for the Guys in Wonderland story. I am going to write most of it up because it was really fun, so that other people can enjoy that experience.
Okay. So this goes in her back. Maybe.
Marvelous. Adam struggles to find the points of contact.
I hope I put this on right.
I need a pointy object.
Is it just one? This just goes in her back slot?
There's two. There are 2 points of
There's two.
contact, yeah.
It seems angled wrong. I guess not. Oh, and then down on her leg. I see. Okay. Okay, that's not too bad. I'm telling you, man, Magneto was worse. Getting him on those scaffoldings, finding where you're supposed to get him on there, was just a nightmare.
Yeah. I mean, he was not easy, I'll give you that, but I didn't have anywhere near as much of a problem as I expected to. Alright, I'm going to try Cantor Blue and Drakenhawk Nightshade, I think.
Yeah, boom, that's on there. That was
Nice.
easy.
Wow. Well done, sir.
Oh, I pushed it too much. I always get overeager in testing it.
Mm-hmm.
Move it. I'm kind of debating whether or not I should put Mr. Sinister's cloak on before I paint it.
I would recommend not putting it on.
Yeah, I did
before-
not.
I made that
let
mistake,
you-
and I'm going to regret it.
Is it easy enough to put it on after?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's super easy to put on.
Okay.
Like, I did not assemble him fully when I painted mine.
Okay.
Yeah, I got greedy.
He's got those 2 layers of cape.
Yeah, I kept them both separate and did both layers, and then put the layers together, and then put them on him.
Nice.
I definitely got greedy. Or as we say on this show, I did... Where is it? Learning and growing. Why is this way over here? That was stupid.
There she is.
Nice.
Man, that looks dope.
She's a great sculpt.
Yeah.
Okay, this Cantor blue turned out to be exactly the right shade when applied over the black. I'll put some Nuln oil over the top of it, and it'll look good.
Okay, I was a little worried about the Screaming Pink for the inside of the cake.
Oh no, that Screamer Pink is way... Like, it surprises me every single time I use it.
Oh, that looks awesome. I've been searching for one like that for a while. I want Scrooge and the boys and Launchpad too.
Yeah.
Speaking of, I finished Tailspin and I started the new DuckTales.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm at like 6 episodes in.
I love the new DuckTales so much.
It's so good, right?
I
still haven't watched the last season.
Ah, my niece and I watched it together. I didn't realize she was into it, and I went over one day, and my sister goes, "Hey, tell Zach what you've been watching." And she goes, "What, DuckTales?" I'm like, "Oh my god!"
Oh.
And then we had a geek moment and watched all of season 3.
So yeah, that is now my lunch break at work TV show.
Oh, so good. I watched all of Top Gear, as I think I mentioned to you. And then I missed Jeremy Clarkson and Richard Hammond and James May and started rewatching Grand Tour. But I also started watching Daredevil, season 3, which I hadn't watched yet.
Oh, you haven't watched season 3 yet?
Well,
Season 3 is great.
I was waiting for my wife, and because she really enjoyed it, and I was like, "Are you ever going to actually watch this?" And she goes, "I don't know that I will." And I'm like, "All right, well, I'm watching it then." And yeah,
oh my god,
it's
I
so
can't
good.
believe you haven't seen season 3.
Dude, right? And it's my favorite hero. Like, I was trying to be a good husband.
That's where all the good stuff happens.
Well, season 1 was pretty good. Although, oh my god, the Wonder fight in the prison.
Oh, yeah.
Holy cow. Now, I mean, like, the director in me is going bananas, right? Because I'm like, oh, that's Charlie Cox. Oh, that's not. Like, I can pick out every single cowboy switch, but I'm like, that's fine. Like, I don't care. This is so perfectly choreographed.
So wait, you're 3 episodes in?
5.
5 episodes in.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you seen the Office fight yet?
No, not yet. I know that's coming, though.
Okay. I won't say anything then.
Yeah. I can't believe... I'm so embarrassed how long it took me to put together that Dex is Bullseye.
Oh, really?
I was... I don't know, I just wasn't paying enough attention. And I'm like, oh wait, I know that name.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, they get pretty blatant once they get into his backstory episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. As soon as he picked up a baseball, I'm like, oh, okay, I know who that is. Although after watching the Mighty Ducks reboot, all I can see is Fulton when I see Foggy. Best thing about Affleck Daredevil is the director's cut. Fight Adam and me on that.
Yeah, that's the Affleck Daredevil director's cut is a good movie.
Yeah.
I will
I
fight you.
really like it.
What's that?
I really like the director's cut as well.
So yeah,
Well, they
fight
cut
watching
all
paint
the
dry.
dumb stuff. They cut all the dumb stuff and put all the good stuff in.
Yeah.
They're not like, here's a PG-13 sex scene. They're like, oh, he leaves to go fight crime.
Right.
I do like Elektra a lot better in the show.
Yeah.
Just-
What's her face? It's like Elodie something.
Yeah, I just based on that. I mean, story wise.
Yeah.
Just based on her actually being an incredibly destructive relationship for Matt.
Yes.
This isn't like some pie in the sky romance. This is not good.
No. There are a grand total of 3 people that I've ever been like, oh yeah, no, Maddie should be with that person. And
Let's see if I can guess any of them.
in the comics.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and guess any. Echo.
Yes. Yep, Echo is one of them.
Okay, that's one. I got one.
One of them should be pretty blatantly obvious.
Black Widow.
Yep.
Okay, all right.
That's not the obvious one though.
Karen.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Remember,
I mean,
my favorite Daredevil stuff is from the 60s.
okay, all right.
And I'm definitely not talking about the Kevin Smith era when Karen becomes a junkie.
Right.
That was weird. Is Kingpin the best Daredevil villain? No. The Owl is.
He's the best MCU villain.
Oh, yes, absolutely he's the best MCU villain. But no, the Owl is my favorite Daredevil villain. If anything happens to Matt, it's going to be the worst of all worlds option because that's Matt's life. That is a good point.
I have one of my dad's comics that from when I was a kid that was a Daredevil issue that I thought was significant because it was like, oh no, the death of the owl. What? And I didn't realize how comics worked.
Unless it's Pa Kent or the Uncle Ben. Thank you.
Yeah.
They're not
Oh,
good.
who?
Uncle Ben.
Yeah. Because even the Waynes aren't safe from getting revived at some point in time.
Correct. How many times has Thomas Wayne come back at this point?
Yeah, and Peter's parents.
Yep.
And
Not including like Flashpoint alternate reality versions either.
Thomas Wayne has still come back.
Yeah, exactly. It's like not including
Oh, right.
reality.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like a what if story of like
Right.
yeah.
No, and most recently we have once again Grant, Iru, and everything Morrison to thank for that one.
does ruin everything. It's not just a clever name.
Nope, it's the truth.
I know, Moyle. I didn't need you to stay open.
Not Oil loves to close itself. I don't know why. Grant Morrison versus I would take Tom King over Grant Morrison.
I would not.
No?
No, at least...
there's some decent art on Grant Morrison books that can sort of redeem it.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's not... There's some decent art on some Tom King books, too, but based just on writing, at least Grant Morrison isn't, like... I don't know the word for it. Sappy and dumb. I think Grant Morrison is insane, and that sort of works a little for him. If that makes sense.
I suppose that's true. Yeah, okay. I'll switch camps on that one. That's a very fair point.
Whereas Tom King is just awful. Just awful.
One of the worst decisions that any comics publisher has ever made was hiring Tom King. So I found out comparatively recently, not super recently, but like a couple years ago, that the first comic that my grandmother ever bought for me, which was in direct defiance of instruction left with her by my mother, was a Bendis Daredevil.
Huh.
And that explains a lot why I love Daredevil so much. Bendis' run on Daredevil was so good. Did you ever read, what was the one? It was during, it was right after Civil War II, where it was a just straight up Maddie in the courtroom, that's it story.
No.
The Accused. It was called The Accused.
Yeah, I was not reading after Civil War II, pretty much because of Civil War II.
Fair enough. I read it. I picked that one up because it had some awesome David Mack Daredevil art on the cover, and I was not disappointed. It was such a good read. It's always nice to see. I
not like how Mystique's shoulder fits together.
Oh yeah, no, that is weird.
For who? What?
How Mystique's shoulder fits together? There's like a big empty space inside her fig, so it's like. It doesn't have anything to grab onto.
My favorite comic writer is Neil Gaiman because I like that out there stuff, but I need to track down some old Jack Kirby space stuff. Kirby is king. He is responsible for creating Daredevil's Billy Clubs, actually. Because Stan and... who was the original illustrator on Daredevil?
Gene Colan?
It was Gene Colan, thank you. That's his name. It was Gene something. Yes, Stan and Gene Colan couldn't figure out some sort of martial weapon for Daredevil to use, and King Kirby came swooping in with his billy clubs, and the rest is history.
What is going on here? This is bizarre. There's just like a whole lot of hollow space inside of her.
I think I had to nail there's like one pin that goes into the hole in the back, if I'm remembering her correctly. I had to nail it into that hole. I put the dot glue right into that hole. And the pin goes in around it. Yeah, blue was the right call for Deathstroke. He looks really good. I gotta do the chainmail now. It's lead belcher time, Birdie.
But then you got like this right here. This is her shoulder joint that her head and shoulder go into. What is going on with it? But like this doesn't go back in there at all. It just sits on the top.
Yeah.
I don't like this one. Not the best designed. The sculpt is nice, but construction leaves something to be desired. I really liked how you painted yours pretty.
I do too.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really cool. I'm still just painting her like all blue. I don't have enough faith in myself to try and pull something like that, but
Well, after I did the rainbow bases with the ink washes, I might try something fancy with her with that. Like do some sort of projection of another character using ink washes. I was quite astonished at how well these rainbow bases came out. Like, the fade there is so cool.
Oh, so I found a really good Spawn sculpt that I'm going to print.
Nice.
So I feel less bad about having an Angela mini.
Oh,
There's
yeah,
also
yeah.
a Violator sculpt.
That is so cool, Mike.
Yeah. God, that looks
I have a like new transformation between Rogue and Mystique.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's super neat.
If slash when I do mine, it's gonna be Kitty. Which means there's gonna have to be some conversion work probably, but
I mean, there you go, Brian, though. Angela, created by Neil Gaiman.
True.
Okay, I think my Darkwing Duck is complete.
Sick.
That looks awesome.
Or at least with the washes, I should say.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do some dry brushing on some of these others that I worked on earlier today and highlighting.
Maybe I will prime the
Would your
washes.
ideal Kitty Pride mini have her phasing throw a piece of terrain or not? I don't know.
Maybe,
I'm not sure.
I don't know.
That would be really, really difficult to do because it's
Yeah.
not just. Actually, you could probably like green stuff just like a wall,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
and then
That's
just,
true.
like, mold it over her, as opposed to like trying to cut her in half or something like that. But like seriously, if Atomic Mass is going to make a Kitty Pryde model and doesn't already have that in her like in the sculpt, like they're just an idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, mine was like I can grab mine real quick and show you what I did. So I put Lockheed on mine.
Yeah.
I think that turned out pretty well.
I agree. She came out really good.
Yeah. Looking at like some of the comics, I could have made Lockheed a little bigger. This is kind of how I know him though, because when he first showed up, he was tiny.
Right.
So,
There's a Comic-Con going on in Boston this weekend.
Dragon Con is this weekend too, I think.
Yeah. One of my former students texted me from the floor because I usually work Fan Expo Boston, and she's like, "Where are you? Where are you? I want to come see you." And I'm like, at the store." She goes, "Oh wait, you're not here this weekend?" I'm like, "No. Fan Expo does not pay me enough money to come down and work." if they offered to pay me what Boston Comic Con used to pay me, then we'd talk. But you can find me on Twitch. She knows she can find me on Twitch, RPD. This is a student I had, like, I don't know, 13 years ago, something like that.
Mystique. Now we gotta shave off some bits of Storm.
You're shaving off Storm? What? Oh.
Shave off bits of...
I thought you were gonna like cut the hair off and make a mohawk.
No. No, I don't trust myself to do that.
Oh, I need to take a look at some actual Deathstroke images. New Teen Titans. Okay, so his mask is definitely not the same blue as the rest of him. Okay, so I'm gonna use Corvus Black.
She's got a bump on her butt.
Bump butt. First week of school was long as hell.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I thought it would never end. I don't know what it was, but just like every day felt like a million years. No, it was only 4 days long, RPD. Had yesterday off. I got Monday off too, thank goodness. Okay, yeah, Corvus Black was definitely the right call. The Abaddon Black was just a little too dark.
So for Blink, I ended up using 4 different colors of green.
Yep.
So I used Deathworld Force for the outer coat and her boots.
Sure.
Then I used Wog Flesh for her pants and scarf. Then I had the Vallejo Gang color dark green that I used for her hair and eyes, and then Goblin green that I used for her shirt.
Oh my god.
So yeah, some nice subtle color differences between different things, but still keeping her like green costume motif with pink skin.
Yeah. I mean, I laughed, but I did basically the same thing with Thor. Go on, Adam. Sorry.
Has she had a costume similar to that?
I don't think so. Most of her things are more like leotards or like.
Yeah, it's more like
that.
Mystique's costume.
Yeah.
Usually.
Yeah, like Mystique's costume would be a good analog.
It was just like, I have no need for Cassandra Nova, so I'll just...
Yeah, I figured something to do with her. And I'm like, well, she's blasting off of some beam already. Let's see what I can work with that. And I was like, oh, that can just be part of the portal forming or whatever.
Yeah.
I didn't even know who Cassandra Nova was until I read the back of the box.
She's a dumb Grant Morrison creation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She tried to kill her twin brother Xavier in the womb.
Mm-hmm.
Because of course.
Yep.
Or no, Xavier tried to kill her. Sorry.
Yeah, it's the other way around, yeah.
It was the other way around, yeah.
Because Xavier's evil.
Naturally.
I don't know what the point of that was. I will say though, everything Xavier ever builds becomes evil.
Yeah, he should really just stop.
Cerebro has been a villain. The Danger Room has been a villain.
Yep.
I mean,
most of the X-Men have been a villain.
Yeah. My friend and I used to joke about it and being like, we would go like, thank you IKEA for this wonderful desk. Now I'll go back to my training and after I've built this. And then he leaves the room and the desk is like, X-Men must die.
I feel like it's a deranged Toy Story plot.
Yeah. Everything Professor Xavier builds.
I think we got... oh yeah, I gotta do the base still. Look at you, Broody, being all subtle and smart. My idea of subtle involves villains named the Pasta Maniac and potentially the Bingo Warrior. Has Nightcrawler been evil? I'm sure he has. Yeah, he must have. Or at the very least, like, misinformed.
Like,
He
he's
is,
always been more of like that golden moral compass for the X-Men.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, I'm not even sure if he's been evil. Maybe in the Age of Apocalypse timeline. I don't remember exactly.
Ultimate, he had.
Yeah, okay, so that's the one I'm thinking of.
Yeah, he creeps on Dazzler and is like, and then like becomes a more. I don't know. Those were not good years for that book.
New.
For Ultimate X-Men?
Yeah. That is a wildly swingy title.
Mm-hmm.
There's some really good stuff in there and some really bad stuff in there.
But the X-Men Legends games based off them were outstanding.
Yes.
Yes. Some of the best comic book video games of all time.
And then they tried to recreate that with Ultimate Alliance and wasn't quite the same.
I like
but not as great.
But X-Men Legends 2 is the peak of that franchise.
So good. I think I told you this, Adam, but we brought our GameCube with us to Robotics World Championships just so we could keep playing. We got about, like, I don't know, 3/4 of the way through it at home the night before the competition. And
I tried to play that with Christopher one time, and he played his Gambit, and I was getting so mad because he just kept blowing up cars, and that hurts you also.
right.
So like all the characters kept dying,
often wonder who the more problematic ally is, Christopher or Trevor.
Trevor.
I mean, yeah, it's probably Trevor.
Trevor's treacherous as hell.
Oh my god.
And like that, the thing is, he doesn't seem it.
Right.
Like that's what makes it worse.
Yeah.
'Cause you're like, oh, Trevor's just minding his own business. And you're like,
And then he gets you.
yeah, but he's like chaotic neutral.
Yeah.
I would say Christopher with games is lawful neutral to lawful evil.
Yeah.
Whereas Trevor, come on, man.
I told you about the time that he basically sent Alex Schmidt to his death in Call of Cthulhu.
No.
So they were investigating. They were a cleaning crew investigating a disturbance at a mansion, or sorry, at a little like cottage. And the town they were staying in was through the woods, which, of course, in any Call of Cthulhu situation is just gotta be bad news, right? So they woke up in the morning, and they had basically a discussion with the innkeeper that Trevor was managing as the like head of the investigation party or the cleaning crew. And Trevor goes, "Okay, we're gonna finish up this discussion. Why don't you go to the house and start cleaning things up?" Alex, by the way, was playing Trevor's character's nephew, who was basically raised by Trevor and Jenny's characters. So Alex goes, "Okay, doop-de-doo," right out down the garden path, and immediately gets ambushed by like a carnivorous plant, which ended up being the avatar of Nyarlathotep. And if it had not been for Emily Bender's character, Alex probably would have died.
Mr. Sinister has the best, most ridiculous costume.
Oh, doesn't he?
It's so awesome.
It's so crazy.
I love it.
Look at this collar. What is he doing?
I know, right? Like, who goes into a tailor and be like, "I would like a collar 3 feet higher than my own head, please"?
Ness hates him because of his cape.
I mean, his cape is entirely useless.
It's the best part, though. I love his cape.
Which begs the question, how does Ness feel about Azrael?
She would probably hate that cape, too. She's like, this cape is stupid. It would just get tangled all the time.
Yeah.
With Mr. Sinister, though, like, I can at least be like, well, yeah, the cape is actually part of his body, though, so he can just blorp it. Like...
Good use of blorp, too.
Spawn has an impressive cape, too.
Yep. True.
I got to just draw some McFarlane cape.
Ah, sick.
Yeah. Not like full-on McFarlane cape, like early McFarlane, but...
Yeah.
Like Spider-Man era.
Yeah. I recently found out that my wife's best friend's fiance grew up very close to McFarlane, like, headquarters or whatever. And his mom worked for McFarlane.
Oh.
Yeah. So he has a bunch of cool McFarlane stuff at home. And I was like, well, if you're ever looking to offload any of it, I know a guy.
McFarlane's one of those that I've continually fallen in and out of love with.
Yep. I could not have possibly said it better. That is absolutely correct.
That's like I alternatingly love his work and like don't care for it.
Yep. Pretty much.
I think he is just about the smartest businessman ever, including Stan Lee.
Well, I think the only person I can think of that might give him a run for his money is Gene Simmons.
Oh, sure.
But I think yeah, you're definitely in the ballpark there. No. Okay, whatever. Find that later. You. Yeah, that'll work. I'd also like
That said, McFarlane did make Kiss toys, so
this is true. But I think that the operative part of that sentence is the past tense.
yeah. McFarlane also got in big trouble over hockey.
True.
Come on.
RPD, who's Michael Buffer?
Hmm?
Oh, RPD. He said something. He was nominating another business person, I think.
That's why. It's like, what with this fit?
Boxing announcer made a multi-$100 million empire off of trademarking a single catchphrase. Oh, interesting.
Oh, let's get ready to rumble.
Yep. Okay.
What is a lot deeper than I thought it was.
Any place a lawyer might spot you, you owe minimum 25 grand. Oh my god.
He's exaggerating.
I hope so.
But if you are at all interested in doing any sort of business venture, though, like I would definitely recommend documentaries on Tom McFarlane, interviews with him. There's been a few of them in the last couple of years
Yeah.
that are real good.
In order to make the Ready to Rumble boxing games happen, Midway paid him about $100 million for the right to use the phrase perpetuity. Wow.
Yes.
That's pretty crazy. Patch up the base. Can you see why the kids taste of cinnamon toast crunch? Probably not. If I'm honest, Brian. Get out of here.
Is it square shaped like the ring?
God, those commercials. Apparently, I didn't know this until very recently. Nintendo has copyrighted its on like Donkey Kong.
Oh. That makes sense.
No, yeah, absolutely, it makes sense. I was just like, oh. I guess I hadn't thought of that.
I would do that where I am too.
Yeah. Nintendo owns the rights to 2 porn movies? Wait, what?
That's true. Yeah. Yep. Super Mario Brothers parodies.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that they basically bought them to stop the release of, or to like make it so that people can't release them.
Sure, okay, that makes sense.
But they still own it.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, it's a really interesting story. The video that RPD is going to send you is very interesting.
Okay.
I too have watched it.
Alright. Wow, I'm pretty happy with the base coating on Deathstroke. Despite, well, I've heard some very good comedy from a gentleman named Phil Wang.
Justin Wang does great internet history videos.
Yeah, I've heard that name before.
So wait, is this a clone of Mr. Sinister?
I have no idea. Why do you ask?
Because he's coming out of this vat.
Oh, I hadn't thought of that.
Sister after like like a reincarnation,
Yeah, no, that's
like a regeneration pod or something.
fair point. I guess I hadn't even considered that. I'm sure I'll find it later. All right. So while I'm struggling with trying to find various bits and bobs that I put around on the table, there is still time left to donate to the Embrace Kids Foundation and win the Paint Night kit. For every $5 increment you donate, you'll be entered one time into the prize drawing.
This is weird. There we go.
Okay. What do I need? Orange. Melon oil. And earthshade? Okay, that's easy enough. Flagon orange. Okay, will do, Cult of Gloom. Thank you. That was very kind of you.
Should have tweeted about it.
I did.
Oh, I should have.
Oh. Next week.
So is yeah.
Yeah. Yep, this fundraiser thing is going on all month long. All kinds of prizes to give away, furnished by all the brands you know and love. Gave away, Captain Kirk won a Greater Than Games prize pack yesterday.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
What was in that?
It's just one of the $25 grab bags from the website.
Oh, cool.
That's like $100 worth of stuff.
Yeah.
Katie hooked us up with 5 of those to give away. John and Jeremy donated 10 Handelabra game codes. So Blink won one of those, and I think Deacon Droon won as well.
Okay, here's what we're gonna do, because this Mr. Sinister's not staying on here, so I'm gonna glue him down on here first. Same time.
Same bat time. No, sorry, wrong. Wrong Goofy TV show. What a weird dude Adam West was, but like cool as hell. Down a brush size.
That sucked. Oof.
The milk's bad. Hold up just a second. Why is everything in this fridge warm and tepid? Gotta step it up to fight the heat, because I ain't making any profit if the coffee isn't light and sweet. Sorry.
You said oof, and I had to go in the heights. I have a problem.
Ah, crap.
What's wrong?
I dropped it and it came loose.
Oh no! It's the worst. Blue. No, black. Melon oil. It might be time to open up the new can of melon oil.
Oh, man.
Don't spill, don't spill, don't spill, don't spill, don't spill, don't spill. Thank you. Ow.
Locking my elbow is really bad. Oh, I have a good apocalypse sculpt too.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Nice. An empty paint pot. Anybody want that? Sign an empty paint pot for you. Donate $1. Donate 50 cents and I'll sign an empty paint pot for you. Oh, bad jokes.
Okay, well, I dropped it that time, and he didn't come off. So,
That's good.
progress.
Just make a call to 1-800 send me garbage.
Okay, I need to stop futzing, because I'm going to knock it off again. Alright, let's see here though. This.
Oh my god, Brian, yes, you can have the sign paint pot.
We can get right up on him. Pretty rad. I think that's it. I can. Since I got it up already, I can show you my close up at Kitty.
There you go.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Yep, she's pretty cool.
I've always liked her
Yeah.
character a lot.
And then this one, here's Colossus, which I painted him on stream, I think.
Yes, you
He's a
did.
3D print. So,
He looks cool.
yeah. It turned out really nice. And the two of them next to each other. Look at that. So cool.
Grands.
Yeah. Sometimes more, ideally.
Yeah.
If writers aren't being jerks. Imagine you're up with Star-Lord.
Oh my god, that was the stupidest thing. Why is Kitty in space?
The X-Men go to space sometimes, but
Right,
like,
but not like that.
there was also Claremont briefly did a Colossus Rogue pairing. I don't know if you remember that.
I do remember
It was-
that, yeah.
It was for like one issue.
Yep.
It was like, oh, is this going to happen? And then no one ever did anything with it
Yeah, no.
because it was like, oh, they can actually kiss. What? When he's in his metal form, so she's just
Yeah.
basically kissing a spaceship.
That's the weirdest thing.
Gambit's been to space.
Gambit's definitely been to space.
Yep. In the Joe Medger era run in the 90s.
Yes.
They go and they fight the Phalanx.
Yep.
And then they come back, and Rogue realized that he did the Mutant Massacre, and so she like strands him in the Savage Land. Alright, I think I'm finished for the evening.
Yeah, I think I'm wrapping up too. We're a little early, but like sometimes things go quickly. Broody, how you feeling?
Yeah, I'm kind of in that same boat. I'm just testing up some highlights on Darkwing now. I'm pretty much done now.
All right. Well, I just wrapped
I'm
up
sure
the,
both of you for that one.
the inking on Deathstroke, and I think that's where I'm going to stop tonight. I don't think it's worth trying to dredge out another mini for another 15 minutes. So we'll call it there. Just show it off here real quick. Deathstroke looking pretty sinister, pretty menacing. Really brightened up the orange with the inking. You got Darkwing over
Nice.
there for Broody, and then Adam, of course, has an empty base because that's kind of what he was working on today.
Yeah, I got
There we go.
Cyclops, Storm, I got Mystique, and Mr. Sinister.
All right.
So-
Well, thank you all for tuning in tonight. This has been a lot of fun. We raised a little bit of money today. We'll be back on the channel on Thursday. I've got this awesome signed Harley Quinn action figure. Jimmy Palmiotti and Amanda Connor donated that. We'll be giving that away during the Batman Arkham Knight stream. And then the guys and I will be back 1 week from today, painting some more. Guys,
Hopefully, I'll be painting this week.
yeah. Guys, this is always a joy. This is like the highlight of my week. I love it. Thank you so much for doing this with me.
It's my
I'm
pleasure.
always glad to paint along with you.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Take care. Have a great rest of the weekend. And don't forget to join us for This Is Difficult podcast tomorrow at 9 Eastern on the Ryugami-san channel. Take care, everybody. Bye.
See ya.